Hey, it's John. I'm coming to you today because I'm hoping that you've heard about all the excitement about the ATM system that we've implemented, the Facebook Business Building System. And what I want to do today, I want to tell you more about how simple it is to use the ATM system. Now, ATM stands for Add, Tag, and Message. And so we're using a private group to help people to discover who Gia is. And so what we're doing is we're adding people to the group, we're tagging them in a specific message that might be interesting to them, and then we're messaging them back to ask them what they liked about the information they've seen so far. So what I want to do now is I want to show you how simple it really is to do. I'm going to go through the process, and I'm going to do it right here on Zoom and see if I can record it so you can see how it works. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. This is the page that a group of us are using to help people to discover who Gia is, discover what's in it for them. And really all we do is we invite people to be a part of the group. And then we work together to provide value by the posts and the comments and the responses that we do with each other and with our group, the people that are in the group. So the first thing we want to do when we want to add someone to our group is that we have to reach out to them and find out if they want to be a part of the group. You never want to just add somebody because that never works. So you want to reach out to someone to ask them if they'd like to be a part of the group. And so there's many ways that you can do that. You could call someone, you could be talking to someone in person, or you could send a private message or on Messenger. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start this out by sending a private message on Messenger to the person that I want to join the group. So I'll go over here to Messenger, I'll click on New Message, and then I'm going to put the person's name in. See if I can find her anywhere. There she is. All right, so creating a message now. So I'm going to put in here a message that I've already created, and I'm going to copy and paste the message that I have. And you can pretty much make up a message if you like, or we do have scripts for messages. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to just go like this. Great. And there's the message. And so what it says is, hi, Chris. I want to run a quick idea by you. I recently started a Facebook community that focuses on wellness and peak performance, and my pickleball friends are getting a lot of value out of being a member. I thought you might enjoy it too. Those tuning in are learning how to improve their overall energy, balance, and focus, and that's definitely improving their game. Let me know if you'd like to check it out, and I'll add you. If not, no worries. Either way, I love connecting with you on Facebook. And so this one is specific to pickleball because a lot of my friends are pickleball players, but you can tweak it like you want. So I have a list of scripts that are really simple like this, and I have that. In fact, I'll have Sue, I think I'll have Sue Johnson post that on our business page so that you'll have that for you. But this is just a cut and paste message. All I did was change Chris's name, and now I'm going to send the message. And there it goes. So Chris is going to get notified. Let's see, I've actually got Chris's phone with me. Of course, Chris is my wife, just for this purpose. And we'll see how long it takes for her to receive the notification. So she's going to receive a notification, and hopefully, in fact, let me put this on pause for a couple of minutes, just wait for that notification to come in, and I'll come back and take you through the rest of the steps. Okay, I just got notified from Chris that it's okay to add her. You can see the message. She says that would be great. And so what I do next is I go to the 360 page, Abundant Health 360 page, and over on the right-hand side, you'll notice where it says Invite Members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write Chris's name in this, Christine, and I'm going to find her. And what you'll see right here, the name will come up, and then when you put your cursor over the person's name, it turns blue, and then you can click on it, and right there it invites Chris now to be a part of the 360 group. Now, she's still not added yet. All this is doing is sending an invitation for her to be a part of the group. So she should receive a notification that says I've invited her to be a part of the group. In fact, let me see if that's happening. Okay, So I just checked Chris's phone and she's received the notification, and it says John Williams invited you to join the private group Abundant Health 360. And so I'm going to press on that notification, and then it brings up a picture of the group, and then she has an option to join the group or decline. There you go. So now Chris has been added to the group. She's in with us and she's excited. I can tell you she'd be excited about it. So now that Chris is in the group, and believe me, when we're sending this information, now this is happening so fast, but usually it doesn't happen this fast because people may not be looking at their phone. They may not hear the notification. And so it's really up to us to check and see if they've approved the invitation. Don't assume that they're going to do it, and don't really wait a long time for them to do it. Follow up with them to say, hey, did you receive the notification? Because many times people will miss a notification, and they're really, this really isn't the most important thing for them. So it's going to be up to us to follow up and to make this happen. So be on purpose as much as you possibly can. Okay, so now Chris has joined the group, and now what I want to do, so we've added her. Now I'm going to go to the next step, which is tagging her in a message. And so I have what we call a welcome message on the page, or in the group, and it says, welcome to Abundant Health 360, and it just tells them some information about what it's about and what we would like them to do. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag her in a comment on this post. So I'm going to click on comment, and there's my comment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write, hey Chris, and when I write Chris, it brings up the members of the group, and there's Chris. So I'm going to highlight her so that she'll be notified. Hey Chris, welcome to the group. Check out the welcome to meet above. Enjoy. Okay, so I'm tagging her in the message, the welcome message. Now I could tag her in any post that's already posted on this page, any of them. So if I knew Chris had a problem or a situation that she was experiencing, I might look for a post that talks about that. For example, if she was having a back issue, I might look for a post that talks about the Smart Sleeve back brace, so that she can get a story from someone else that's already experiencing what she's experienced. I'm at least going to at least pin someone to the welcome message so that they can get a good understanding what this is about, what they need to do in terms of making sure they get all the notifications, and inviting them to join the conversation. So I'm going to send this to Chris, and now she's going to get notified that she's been, in fact, there it is. It says, John Williams mentioned you in a comment on Abundant Health 360. So she's already been notified that I want her to read this post. Welcome and read the post. So now she's been notified. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that she's going to be sitting right there waiting for that notification. In fact, it's possible she could miss it, but I'm going to assume that she gets it. And so the next step would be to send a message to see, well, first of all, discover if she really got the notification, but also find out what she thought about the information. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Messenger, and there's Chris, and I'm going to send her a message, and I'm going to say, hey Chris, I'm giving a message. What did you like most about the information group? Okay, so I'm making it simple. Hey Chris, I tagged you in a message. What did you like most about the information about our group? So you could say, hey, what did you like most about the video that you saw? What did you like most about the post that I tagged you in? You can say anything. And really what we're doing is we're following up to make sure that she got the notification, and also starting a conversation. Some of the people that we add to our group, we might know them well, and it's simple to have a conversation with them. Others, we might just meet out and about, or we might even reach out to them on Facebook and not know them as well. And so we want to start building that relationship, building the conversation. And that's what the messaging is all about. And so I'm going to send this message to Chris. And there you go. Whoop, she just got my message. And now we have invited, we've added, tagged, and messaged Chris. And so now she's in the group. She's going to be experiencing all the good news, all the information that we can provide, all the value that we can provide, so that she might be able to see how she could benefit from maybe using our products, or from becoming a consultant, or maybe referring someone else to our group. And really that's what it's all about. It's about, it's just about providing value, getting to know people, and having them connect to our community. That's how simple this really is. Now, there's one more piece of this that I wanted to touch on. And I'm not going to actually do it today, but it's really simple to do. We can do what we used to call three-way phone calls. We can do that now with Messenger. And so if Chris was super interested and she wanted to know more about Gia, rather than calling her up and doing a three-way phone call, let's say with Chris Johnson or Linda Cormier or Alfred Hanser, what I would do is set up a three-way Messenger conversation. So let's say Linda Cormier was the person that I'm going to use to introduce to Chris. And so I would set up a three-way. So I would go into Messenger, and I would put Chris's name in, and I would put Linda's name in, and then I would introduce the two of them. And I would tell, just like on a three-way phone call, I would say, hey, Linda, this is Chris. She's a good friend of mine. She's bubbly. She's exciting. And we have such a great time together. She's super interested in Gia, and I wanted her to meet you. And I would say, Chris, this is Linda Cormier. She's the co-CEO of Gia Wellness and one of my best friends. And I just know you guys are going to get along fine. And I'm sure that she can help answer all your questions. Enjoy. And so what I've done is I've put those two together on Messenger, and now they can go back and forth and have a conversation just like we would on a three-way phone call. The best part about this is that it can be done, well, it can be done anytime. There's no, you don't have to set up a three-way on Messenger. You just do it. And then people respond, and they go back and forth in their own time. It's amazing. I think it's going to be a big part of what we do for the future. So that really is it. That's the whole process. Add, tag, and message. The key is this. You don't want to just add someone to your group. You don't want to do that. You want to reach out to them, phone them, meet them wherever you are, message them as I did with Chris. And then once they've okayed, they said that they want to be in your group, then you add them to the group. They get a notification that you did that, and then they have to approve it. If they don't approve it, they never become part of your group. So that step is important, and that's really where the on-purpose part comes. You do everything you can to help them to make that approval. Now, once they approve it and they're on the team, or they're on the group or in the group, then you tag them in a specific message, whether it's a video you want them to see. It could be several things. It could be their welcome message, and it also could be a video about whatever is interesting to them or whatever you think might be interesting to them. So you tag them in the message, and then you send them a message just to ask them what did they like best about the information that they saw. That's really it. That is it. It's so simple. And you can just imagine what's going to happen. I mean, right now, between all of us, we probably have about 1,500 people that are tuning into our what we call our 360 pages, our story pages. We will have thousands and thousands of people as you start adding your friends and people that you know, and then they start adding their friends and people that they know. And that's how this all works. And eventually we'll have so many people that will be excited about our product and be excited about being a part of our team, learning this simple process about how they too can build a huge organization with Gia and create the lifestyle of their dreams. Well, that's it. I'm going to go back and look at this and make sure that I didn't miss anything, that everything kind of comes together. But I hope this was helpful. And I hope you really get excited about this, because I think it's going to make a huge difference in all of our futures. Thanks for tuning in.